right, top of the morning to you. 29 degrees right now. Sunshine in the Granite City. It is an absolutely beautiful day. I'm telling you right now, if you're not going to get outside today and enjoy the weather on your lunch break or what have you, you're missing out, man. 50 degrees later on today. It's going to be absolutely stellar. Plenty of sunshine, maybe a few clouds this afternoon, but nobody's complaining, at least that I've heard. SAP's going to be running. It's going to be a beautiful springtime day. Maybe all the crust and shit all over my driveway will start loosening up, and God, what a mess right now. Tonight, cloudy skies, 32, and then tomorrow, 52 degrees, some clouds, some sun, kind of a mix of both, and then we get into the rain on Friday. And Friday morning could be a little funky with some slick spots. We'll keep you posted. Obviously, we're going to be watching things very carefully with regard to the weather. First and foremost, I think that's what we do here. We give you information. Raylene sent me a text this morning that there is a ton of news and stuff all over our page. Just a ton of stuff. Probably one of the biggest stories trending right now is the Vermont woman found guilty of involuntary manslaughter in the death of that infant that was in her care. She was sentenced yesterday. Stacy Valancourt, 3 to 10 years. More details on this are all on the page, but it is one of the top trending stories right now in the state of Vermont. So it's all on there. I mean, everything. Raylene is just been an animal posting it up, and we thank her so much. We're so blessed. Fly on the Wall Productions bringing you the Aired Out podcast live on Facebook and YouTube and streamed everywhere. You get your podcasts on the web at airedoutVT.com. We're going to have some fun this morning. First off, a reminder being that today is Wednesday, that we've got the Delicate Decadence Wednesday night meal that is ready for you, 479-7948. Tim's doing all the cooking in the kitchen. You don't have anything to worry about. The only thing you need to worry about is getting your order in as soon as possible. Again, 479-7948. Corned beef and cabbage. My God, it's going to be amazing. You can pick it up on your way home, but get your orders called in or emailed in ASAP, like before 11 o'clock this morning, if you can. So there you have it. Also, we're going to be chatting a little bit later on this morning, right towards the end of Aired Out, with Tanya Barnett, the operations manager at the Central Vermont Chamber of Commerce. We're going to have some fun with her and talk about the mixer that's coming up. But first, I want to bring onto the airwaves right now, onto the cameras, two folks that have become friends, Matt and Bessie. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Man, this is like, so we've been talking about doing this for quite a while now, and finally I got you guys in here from Rooted Entertainment, which is out of
Bradford.
I was going to say Bradford, Upper Valley. Yeah. If folks are not familiar with rootedentertainment.com, you guys need to get on this website right now. And if you don't, you're missing out. I'm so blessed to have you both in here.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for getting up early, for schlepping all the way into the Granite City and coming on Aired Out. I've had you guys on the air before by telephone. First time in the studio. Definitely not going to be the last time. Possible that maybe at some point we could get some of your favorite musicians to come in here and plug in and perform. Maybe.
Could happen.
Could happen.
If the timing's right,
Yeah. All right. It's all about timing.
It is. Yeah.
Speaking of timing, we're going to check in with Ben Teeters this morning from Sundub. I mean, look at your shirt. That's it right there. I mean, I'm so jealous you have one of those. I've seen those too.
Yeah, it's my favorite one of theirs for sure.
I've got the I've got the blue one that I wore on vacation.
The island one.
Yes, love it.
Same.
Within the first hour that I had that shirt, stain on the front. I was devastated, but I got it off. It was but it killed me. So obviously we have to talk about who you guys are, where you're from, and what is Rooted Entertainment. Basically, what is it? And we're going to be talking about what you have coming this summer and coming in a couple of weeks here. What is Rooted Entertainment Solutions?
It's a production and event management company, more or less.
Okay.
We also do booking and some management for some artists as well.
Okay.
But it's just a lot of different things that keep the music moving and bringing it into places that don't have it, or keep it going where there's places have it. Yeah.
And Bessie, how did you meet this hooligan here?
Actually, I met him at a show at the Listening Room that I was attending, and it was actually kind of an interesting synchronistic series of events that happened. And we met and kind of really got along really well, and soon after we're a unit.
A unit.
Yeah.
So how long ago was all that?
That was 2 years
2 years ago.
That's it?
Exactly. Yeah.
Almost to the day, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was the first show I had at the Listening Room as like an event. I actually had friends come in from New York and played, and band a drum and bass duo out of or drum and organ duo out of Boston. Came in and played, a bunch of friends from way back, and it was the first show that I had that was like legit there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you're originally from New York.
Yep, upstate, just south of Utica.
And Bessie, what about you?
Originally I was born in California and lived there till I was 4, and then our family pioneered east and found Vermont. And
okay.
So, I started kindergarten. I went to Waits River Valley School.
Wow.
And then Chelsea High School after that.
So what is it about this guy that you love so much? I mean, what's the deal here? I mean...
everything. So Matt has really taught me that everything's possible. Like, there's nothing that's impossible until you know that it's impossible. Like, if you need something or you want something, like, just ask is what I've learned so much from Matt. And like, just this, like, he's got a mission, and I feel like I didn't really realize that was my mission as well. Yeah. I knew that, I'm advocating for peace and love and connection and unity. And I was sort of in a place, mid-COVID, post-COVID or whatever, 2022. And was kind of floating around and like, what do I do? I knew I'd sort of freed myself from a lot of a situation or a number of situations that I was not really feeling in the right place. And so I just kind of fell into this, and it's been very, like I said, synchronistic, and sort of like, this is where we sort of belong.
I gotta tell you, man, you're, some of the stuff that, and I've told you about this directly, but some of the stuff that you have posted on your social media is so inspiring and has literally, no joke here, pulled over. I pulled over one day. I was driving up the Orange Heights, and I was reading something that you wrote, and I'm like, I got to concentrate on this. This is profound. You're so insightful, and you've just got to, both of you have a spirit between the two of you that is so alive and thriving. And I don't know how old you are, but your outlook on life is incredible, both of you. And this cat's a smart dude too.
Yes, he is.
From a business sense, but you both have incorporated music into your lives, and you share that not only between the two of you, but you bring your passion and your love and appreciation for different kinds of music. It's not just world music, but there's all kinds of a fusion of all kinds of stuff that you guys are passionately integrating into your lives, but also into your community and to Vermonters, and you're bringing it to ears that have never heard this kind of stuff before. Let's be honest. Here in Vermont, we love country music. There's country music everywhere. But you guys are pulling in roots music and stuff from other parts of the world that people are discovering for the first time in their lives. And they're like, holy crap, I've been bitten by a new bug. And you guys are doing that. And that's really badass.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Tell us about Sundub. I want to see if we can connect in with Ben here this morning.
Yeah, they're so I found Sundub, and I guess I'll back up. So Ben, the drummer, was originally in a band called Sad Song, and Sad Song was a huge part of like a shift in my life, the music and stuff. And I started trying to connect when I got in the music world, trying to connect with artists and people that I connected with and helped change me and change my life. And because that's the mission with the music is to change the world. Yeah. And started connected with Ben through some weird, like I was working with another artist listening to Sad Song. She's like, is this Sad Song? I'm like, she's like, oh, I know Ben the drummer. We went to Berkeley together. I'm like, what? Gives me his number, and I start trying to line up dates. We had some stuff lined up in 2020, and I'd never really listened to Sundub. It's just I was trying to line up the dates with my band because it made sense. And didn't work out, obviously. And then what did it end up being, 22 when they the Smoke Out? Mm-hmm. So the Smoke Out was the year before we did a block party at the shop. Mm-hmm. And I came in, it was a lot of local bands, and they came in. And it was the first time we saw them, we were coming back from a show, and we had booked them, right? And I'd never seen them. I booked them for, like, say, August. We were coming back from a trip out of Connecticut, seeing Dirty Heads and some other bands. And it was a Saturday. We're like, let's see what else is going on. And on our way back, and I checked this place, Arch Street Tavern, which is friends of mine book it. It's a cool spot. We played before. And Sundub's playing there. So we made a detour. We went and saw them, and it was great.
Was that your first time?
Seeing them, yeah. It just happened to be random. We were driving through Connecticut, and they happened to be playing. We had no idea. And they were playing our spot either the next weekend or 2 weeks later.
Yep.
And that was it for you, man.
That was it.
Both of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they're just exactly what I'm looking for in an artist that I want to work with, because they're all about love and using the music as a tool. And they've got some really cool cats in the band, some older guys that have been around for a while.
Understatement.
They're working with Sid Mills, who was in Steel Pulse for like
Steel
30
Pulse.
He produced their first 2 albums, and now he's their second keyboard player.
Yeah.
And he's just like one of the kindest humans ever, and he's got connections all over. We're going to Jamaica in June to record their 3rd album at Tough Gong Studios, which is the Marley family record label.
Yes, you texted me that you're going to do that. Dude, that
So,
gives me goosebumps, man. hey,
Same.
Ben, are you with us?
I am.
You must be so stoked to head to Jamaica.
I am definitely excited. It's just great to be back in the writing new music and working on a new album phase.
I mean, the first time I heard you guys, I was like, these guys must have been touring all over Jamaica, and then I learned that you guys had never been.
Yeah, we've never been, but we have some plans in the works. That's all.
I think they're going to be. Pretty humbled to see you guys, and I think you will be too. But especially when Sid steps onto the ground, man, that's going to be just amazing.
Yeah, no, we're really excited. I mean, we have an incredible team of people to work with, and like I said, to be working on new music with the sort of current lineup of the band is really, really inspiring. And I do a lot of management kind of stuff and promotion of the music that we already created, which that's what you really got to spend your time doing, other than touring and blah, blah, blah. But to get in the creative back in the creative process is really, really nice. That's where it started. That's what it's all about.
You and your sister, Johanna, went to Berkeley, am I right?
Yeah, Joanna and myself went to Berkeley in Boston. We were there 2 years sort of apart from each other, but we were there 2 years together as well.
We're just gonna stop down here for a second and listen to you guys.
Bump up the speakers and make you believers in good vibes again. Good vibes again. No time to rest for the weary and tired. When you rock with Sundown, you're gonna get wild. Out on the floor while you're slipping and slide. 9 months later and you got a love child. When you feel it hit, put your hands in the air. Get your little bubble and a crack on the snare. Lifting you up like the ball in Times Square. Pushing through the crowds, make you float on the prayer. Bump up the speakers and make you believers in good vibes again. Good vibes again. Jump and dance, make you wiggle and turn. Play the reggae rhythm, make you not concerned. Step to the left, make you step to the right. Yeah, we got the music, make you rock all night. Bump up the speakers and make you believers in good vibes again. Good vibes again. Yes. Music, make me dance and erase all my fears and move on. Take me way across the border.
Absolutely amazing. And I got to say, man, Ben, when I first saw you guys, which was at the Green Mountain Smokeout, and I had heard of you before that, but I had never, you had stumbled on my Pandora channel, but I had never seen you guys in concert. When you guys first came out on stage, and you got Johanna, lead singer. You got, what's his name again? Jose on guitar.
Finn on guitar.
You got Finn on guitar. Who and listen, no disrespect to Finn, but he looks like a 18-year-old frat boy. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is, there's a serious melting pot on that stage, my man.
Yeah, for sure. And
Finn went to Berkeley with Joanna and Ben as well.
Finn did, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you've got Eric, keyboard player.
Derek.
Derek, the bass player.
Oh my God. So
now,
I think
Sid.
I may have fallen in love with Derek, man. I mean, that may or may not have. I don't know yet. But that guy is just, I mean, it's amazing. You know, it really is. Mm-hmm. I guess what I'm saying is, you don't have to be, Ben, you're with me on this, I know you are. You don't have to be from the islands to have that caliber of talent. I mean, look at these guys. They're unbelievable.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it has to be one of the most diverse reggae groups out there
time.
Right now.
Yes.
Especially female lead. There's just nothing like it. There's nothing like it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know.
There's so much depth to everything that they have. It's just, it's like not done. They're like not even 3 albums in yet. You know what I mean? And like Derek's relatively new to the group. Sid's relatively new as being a part of, a player. Yeah. So it's just like, I can't wait for this next album. It's going to be. Ben, when's this going to drop, man?
We don't know yet. We're probably looking at sometime here, realistically. But we're going to be releasing music before the album drops for sure. Actually, we have a song. Actually, it's not an original song, but we're featured on a track coming out in 2 days. That's a feature with Irie Soldier. If you guys are familiar, he's a reggae artist. I think he's based in Jamaica or possibly Miami. But we're working with him a little bit, and so we're working on a lot of new music with different people. The album will be coming most likely next year. But yeah, it's exciting, very exciting.
Yeah, it is. Listen, when you come to Vermont, Ben, with the band and you guys must, first of all, you must love coming to Vermont.
Oh, Vermont is a home for Sundub for sure.
I mean, I saw you guys at the Zen Barn. I saw you at the Green Mountain Smokeout, but I've missed a couple of opportunities also, including Higher Ground. I missed that. I missed that. I think it was a big ass snowstorm, wasn't it?
Yes.
Pretty hefty snowstorm last time we played.
January.
And Mighty Mystic was on board on that bill, right? He must have been. I mean, I know he's a Boston guy. He's seen snow, but still, he must have been like, "Holy shit, I'm never gonna get out of here."
Yeah. Derek's the funniest one when it comes to snow and weather.
What was he saying?
Just like, what the?
Yeah, I'm sure. Oh my god.
Yeah.
He wasn't. Derek wasn't. Derek wasn't driving home that night, was he? Somebody else was doing the.
No,
driving.
we stayed.
We all stayed.
Oh,
yeah.
you stayed.
Yeah. Yeah.
We drove from Vermont. Burlington to Manchester on that Sunday after the snow. In the storm, it took like a long time.
Wow.
To get there.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Ben, I can't say enough about you, brother. You guys, you, your sister, your band, the General. I got a chance to chat with him outside the Zen Barn after your show, and you guys are just filled with a whole lot of love and a whole lot of talent, and you know we're already getting questions here. When's the next Green Mountain Smokeout? When is Sundub coming back to Vermont?
So Sundub will be back in Vermont for 420. It's the third annual Uplift.
Did you just say 420?
I did say 420.
Hang on, did you just say 420?
I did say 420.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
It's going to be the biggest 420 party you've seen in a while, for sure. It's been a while since it's been on a Saturday, but it's the third annual of this event. It's been put on by Lamoille Connect, which is a group of cannabis industry businesses up in the Morrisville, Stowe area, and they have been putting this on for a while. We were doing it in Stowe, and we moved it to the Lost Nation Brewing, and we've tripled our capacity. We're bringing in Sundub, Mighty Mystic, Coyote Island, Joshua West solos opening up. We've got Green Lion Crew spinning. He's opening it up at 420s when he starts, and then he'll be spinning in between set breaks. There'll be Aquatic Undergrounds doing a little late night. They're like a DJ thing as well, but it's gonna be great. So you should check out, get your tickets soon, because there's a slight chance it'll sell out. I mean, we sold out I think the last 2 years. It was a smaller venue, but it's also a lot bigger event this year. Coyote Island's another one that's up and coming in the reggae scene.
Ben, you gotta spend some more time in Vermont, man. Come up here and do some hiking and get away from the kit for a little while.
I would love to. I spent a good amount of time growing up, coming up to Vermont when I'm up there. I am familiar, and it is one.
Yeah. Thanks for coming on with us, brother. We appreciate you so much.
Thank you, Ben.
Thanks for having me as always. Appreciate you guys.
What a great collaboration between you guys. I mean, it's just amazing.
Yeah, and it's happened so organically.
Yeah.
Just wallet. Yeah. Just little things here and there, and the next thing you know, we're doing more and more and more. Now it's just
sure,
we belong doing this for sure. It's seamless. Everybody's all on the same mission, and
right.
Everybody what we have going on. Everybody's got a little something to offer the group, and when we roll into a place, it happens.
Yes, it does.
Yeah,
you guys are a top brass operation. You don't do anything half-assed.
No, it's a curse.
So 420 in Morrisville. The third annual Uplift.
Yeah.
At the Lost Nation Brewery.
Yeah, I believe tickets are available at LamoilleConnect.com, but if you go to seven days, tickets are on there. So you just look up Uplift on 7 days. That's where you'll find it.
And rootedentertainment.com.
You can go there. We've got to get the ticket link up. We're working on getting that, working with 7 days to try to get it on our site as well. But we also have a Road to Uplift show coming up the 30th, which is tied to that, and it's happening at the Listening Room in Bradford with a band called Long Arm Rex out of Boston. another female lead band, female bass. I've known them for a really long time as well.
What's the date on that?
3:30, so the 30th of this month.
Dude, I can't keep up with you
I
guys.
can't either.
It's amazing. I want to check in with, maybe we could call Mighty Mystic this morning.
He should be good. He said
And
half hour, so.
We'll see if we can connect with him as well. And thanks to Ben for joining us this morning. It's amazing to be able to chat with these folks. I mean, they're just, they're freaking rock stars. Mm-hmm. We just love them. So Mighty Mystic, tell us about this guy. It's quite a interesting story.
Yeah. So he's another one I met. Same principal. I was actually working with Sundub's old manager, and he was working with Mystic. And Sundub didn't work out for this festival that I needed because of the timing, and he did. And then we've just been, we've been connected. He did a show up in Fairleigh. I was doing them in Fairleigh last year around this time, and he came up, and we really connected. We were like same mission and in it for all the same reasons. And he really, he came and played for the Waits River School. He came in and kids came outside and he talked to them about life, and he played 2 or 3 acoustic songs for them. And
when was that?
That was the day before the show last year. I think he
It
was
was in
April.
Yeah. It was a really hot day in April.
Yeah.
And Mighty Mystic he's a Jamaican.
He's from Jamaica. They're from Goshen. I guess they grew up on a farm in Goshen. His brother's actually the prime minister of Jamaica. His son, you'll have to ask him who it was, but his son just signed a really great record deal with a big rapper, and I don't know enough about that.
Who was that, Mighty Mystic? You there, buddy? I don't know where he is. We just had him. Are you with us, brother? Oh, we lost him somehow.
I think he was driving too.
Well, he's down in Massachusetts.
I think he's in Boston. Yeah, he's had the last week or so off. I think they head back out this week. We've got a crazy April. He's got a crazy April. We're actually playing 2 weekends in a row together again, completely outside of the 420 thing.
Yeah,
we're doing that Sugarloaf. In fact, all of the Uplift bands are at Sugarloaf.
How are you going to prepare yourself for Sugarloaf? John Brown's Body? Oh my God!
We're opening for them. It's their first show back with Kevin Kinsella as their official this tour. I don't know if you paid attention to what's happening with them, but it's insane. Yeah,
I don't think you can pay enough attention.
Right.
I mean, my buddy Glenn is threw the poster at me, and I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
John Brown's Body, I stumbled upon by accident 100 billion years ago. I don't remember when it was, but it was a long time ago. I want to say 90s.
Could be. Yeah, they've been around.
They
for
were
a bit. Yeah,
pretty. It was. I think it was 90s.
Yeah, I didn't find them until mid 2000s, but yeah.
And somebody was like, "Let's go to a show at the Higher Ground. There's some band playing." I'm like, "What are they called?" John Brown's Body. I had never heard of them. Mm-hmm. I went, oh my God. My God.
Yeah. You probably saw then the version that is touring this year, because I've never seen it. Like I said, I didn't start seeing them until mid 2000s, and Elliot was their lead singer, for that whole time. And yeah.
Yes. And the horn, I'll never forget the horns. Mm-hmm. I'll never forget that.
Yeah. And they're bringing, I think, a stacked lineup this year. Our friend TJ, who runs a place down in Ithaca, New York. He actually runs the whole town, but when it comes to music, but he's played with John Brown's Body. He's played with Naco and Medicine for the People. He's sat in and toured with Dispatch. And
I think we got Kevin here. You there, buddy?
Hello. I'm here.
What's going on, brother?
What's up, brother? How we doing?
Hey, man, we all want to hear you say, yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Dude, listen, man.
Go on. How we doing? All right? Everybody good?
Yeah. We're doing all right. Now, what is that? That's called what? Patois.
Patois.
Patois. Yes.
Patois. Yes, sir.
I love it. Listen, I went to Ocho one time. I came back, and it is alive in my soul, man.
Nice.
That island. There's something about it, and you guys have pretty kick-ass coffee too. I'll add that.
Yeah, that Blue Mountain coffee, yes, sir.
Listen, man, it's we all want to know what the hell are you doing up here in New England, brother?
Well, the family came and decided when we left Jamaica, and we just loved it. We settled down here, and we love the autumns here, the way the leaves are changed, and we just love the vibe and the aura. So we stayed here, man. It's a great vibe, and it's a great place to create music as well. So it's a lot of inspiration, a lot of history in the New England area. So it's all love.
How often do you get home and perform?
I go home at least once a year, and usually like every year I'll do a show there, or every other year. Not as much as I would like to, but at least we get back there,
Yeah. What do you think about these two that are in the studio with me this morning, Matt and Bessie from Rooted Entertainment?
That's family right there. That's family. Family. What's up, y'all?
Hey.
What's up, brother?
Hey, you guys good?
Yeah. You
Yeah,
good?
can't wait to see you.
Yeah, man. Likewise. Much love.
So tell us when he's coming into town and where he's performing. I'm taking notes here. I can't keep up with this.
420.
He's the 420.
He's 420 too. Yeah. I don't know if he. Yeah. I think that's it for Vermont right now. Yeah. And when we got he's at the Uplift or the Sugarloaf thing as well. Yeah. So.
And Mighty Mystic, you're familiar with John Brown's Body.
Oh, definitely. We go back many decades. Those guys are, legend and architect in the U.S. reggae movement, in particular.
You must have loved coming up to the Waits River School and connecting with the littles and just showing children about the love and the happiness that can come out of music like reggae.
That was a special moment for me, man. Just a special time to connect with the youths and talk and share a little my journey and music and seeing their smiles and their enthusiasm for music. It was a wonderful moment. So I was just blessed to be a part of it.
Where do we find you? What's the best way to find you? Is it social media? Is it where can we buy your music?
I'm on all platforms. So everything is Mighty Mystic, whether it's the Instagram, the Facebook, Spotify, Pandora, all those things is just Mighty Mystic. So I would love for everybody to go out there, check out the music, send me a message, link up, because I'm there, I'm checking everything, I'm really interactive. So that's it, all the platforms is Mighty Mystic.
I think I told you, I had my little girl who's 9 years old, loves reggae, in the back seat.
Yeah.
And, she's all buckled in, and we pulled into a gas station, had the windows down with Calla Green. Listen, I blew. So 4 speakers in the car, one of them in the back blown out thanks to Sundub, and I think one of the other speakers is starting to get a little fuzzy. I think because of Calla Green. I mean,
all right.
To have the windows down and to have Calla Green blasting and pulling into a gas station, got people looking at me. Look at this. Who is this man with this father with this kid? What is he doing? What is he teaching her?
Man, love it, man. Respect. But
listen, and my kid will actually, get upset with me if I don't have the volume as loud as it will possibly go.
Oh, really?
Yes.
A budding rock star you got there.
Buddy, I would love for you to meet her someday. She just loves, how many 9-year-olds are walking around loving reggae music?
Yes, man, yeah. It's rare. It's awesome. Keep nurturing that.
Yeah, I will, man. And listen,
yes, sir.
We're gonna drop links for you. We're gonna get folks, our listening audience, connected with you, and we can't wait to see you up here in Vermont.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that. I'm looking forward to seeing all the Vermont Massive and just spreading good love through reggae music. So I'll be seeing everybody really soon.
You got it, man. And listen,
One love.
One love. And don't forget this now. April down in Boston, whole nother story up here in Vermont. So bring your sweater.
All right. I'll be prepared.
All right, brother.
Respect, guys. All right,
man.
later.
Love you,
Bye.
buddy. I can't wait to meet that cat, man. Jeez.
He's really so kind.
Such a great guy.
Authentic.
Now, and he's been Fairleigh?
Yep,
He's
Lake Maury
Resort.
Lake Maury
We did
Resort.
a series last year for Music Matters, which was we raised money for the Waits River School to buy instruments.
Awesome.
And he was a part of that. We had a bunch. We had all sorts of world music coming in. Africa, Colombia, Costa Rica, Jamaica. Yeah, it was a cool one. Yeah.
So what's happening over at the town hall?
So Fairleigh, the Lake Maury Resort was great. It's just they have so much going on, so it's really hard for timing. And the town hall is just this beautiful old. They did a bunch of work on it in 2020. Like they finished it, I think, in February 2020. It's like new lighting, new sound, all new woodwork and stuff. And it's just beautiful room, and they're super accommodating. I go get the keys on Wednesday. We go in on Saturday, do our thing, clean up, and we're out that night. And it's great.
Good relationship there.
Good relationship, yeah. Ryan Lockwood, who's actually from Bradford, is the town administrator. I can't remember what they call it down there, and he's also on the select board in Bradford. Actually, his partner is Monique Presley, and she's a Priestley. What is it? Town council.
She's a representative.
Yeah, state representative. So it's like they're very big in changing the world using the political platform locally. They've been really great to work with. Monique does a lot of stuff locally with us. Actually, we were doing some stuff with them, and yeah, it's just really great. And Fairleigh shows up, like the town shows up to the things. They're really supportive, very open to all the different types of music coming in. It's a really great scene. I don't know. We probably won't do another one until next fall, just because it's outside season. But it's a really great place.
What did you just do? You're just coming off the heels of something over there.
Saturday, yeah, we did. It was.
It was the Jeff Goodhue trio, which Jeff Goodhue is the. He has a band called Beg, Steal, or Borrow, bluegrass band. That's, I think, internationally known.
Yes.
Yeah, they're big.
They play. Yeah, they're. So Jeff since Beg, Steal, or Borrow the whole band couldn't be there. He brought his new little side project called the Jeff Goodhue Trio. Jeff plays a mandolin, and there was a slide guitar and guitar. Steel pedal. Yeah.
Yeah, it was wild.
Yeah, and then the headliner, whatever it was, the Rough and Tumble, and they're they have a home in Haverhill, but they tour all over the country.
That's a duo, right?
Yes,
Duo,
they're
husband and wife.
incredible.
Yeah.
Folk music.
Yeah.
Folk and bluegrass. They call themselves a teeny tiny traveling folk band. And they travel with their dog, and up until recently they had a hamster that traveled with them as well.
And they drag a camper around and they tour. I think they're leaving next week, and they're gone until I think July, August, something like that.
Yeah.
They put the miles on, and they're another unique thing that if you ever get a chance, they'll be back around. They've got great music, but it's like this little, not comedy show.
It's
but
pretty
there's
funny.
This banter that goes back and forth between. They're super interactive with the crowd.
Yeah.
They're always
Man,
it's a blast.
I'm just taking a quick peek here. We've got your rootedentertainment.com up on the monitor here. Your Day of the Dead celebration, Mal Maes, had them on the air thanks to you guys, Kotoko Brass. You're connected with Patrick Ross. I mean, talk about talent, man. Holy crap. And he's right there in the hills.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's about as local as it gets for us. It's probably the most
Newberry,
local,
backyard.
Yeah, that was a good one for sure.
Look at all of these shows. I mean, this is a lot of work. You guys ever get to scuffling between the two of you there? A little stress? There's a lot of work
for sure.
right here. There's a lot of work great.
The day of, when it's crunch time, it tends to be a little, sometimes get a little,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say stress. It's just we have things to do, and
Yes.
we're very serious about it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
We just kind of split, especially this last show. We did everything. I normally have a couple of guys coming in, and they were not available, so we did every bit of every setup and all the things.
You know this though. I mean, this is kind of like you've got this skill set. You have this talent where you both know how to put all the pieces together, and then day of showtime, how everything unfolds.
For sure, yeah, and it's been really great with her because like I've always been doing it by myself,
Right.
Like up until we
But
met.
she gets in the same zone.
She does, like immediately. Like her first show, so the original Green Mountain Smokeout wasn't called that; it was a different name, and it was with Mahali,
Yes.
from Twiddle, and that was her
Jeez.
first time ever doing anything. And it was like just like the Smokeout, 2 stages.
Yeah.
We had a dinner. There was all the things, and like she came in and just did it. And then from there on, we've been just like doing it, and it helps make it very seamless for me. And
Yeah.
like I don't have to, I worry about production. She takes care of like
Yes.
setting, bands, and it just works out really great.
And
It's
I
been
could
amazing.
I could tell during the Green Mountain Smokeout, just the look in your eye when you're behind the board, that you're in a zone and just
The lighting, yeah, dude, that was such a great moment.
it was amazing.
When
But you do lighting and sound and I mean,
lighting and
holy-
sound. For that one, I did lighting. My passion is lighting. I do sound out of necessity because it's we need it.
You have to, yeah,
But I
right.
love the lighting and that. Man, I remember when Giant Panda came on. We were on a stage, and then what's his name? Their sound engineer, who I've known from a long time ago, from like Rochester area. I can't think of his name, but we were next, and he was running their mix, and our stage was just bouncing
Yes.
in unison. Oh man, it was.
You're
That
out-
was some of the best. That was one of my best experiences doing lights, hands down. for sure.
Interesting.
Yeah, it
Interesting.
was great.
And I have to
Yeah.
tell you, I was sitting next to a friend, Chris Massey, who's tuned in right now. That was his first time there too, and he came away a big fan of not only Giant Panda but Sundub as well, and Joshua. I mean, Joshua West. Oh my God.
Yeah. So me and him go way back.
He's a New York guy.
Yeah, Plattsburgh. He's been all over, but he lives in New York now. So he was in the band that I was with for like 6-7 years, touring with, and
Yeah.
I stepped away just before COVID to do the Root Entertainment thing. And he's been. We connect all the time. He'll be at the thing. He started his new project, the Joshua West Band, and he's got some crazy musicians. This is his first time being a front man.
Yeah.
He's not behind the kit. He's got a little percussion. He plays guitar. He sings, which is really, really cool for him because
And
he's been talking about it for
Yeah. His looping.
10 years.
I mean, his looping is just
Yeah.
ridiculous.
yeah.
I mean, unbelievable.
Yeah.
When I saw him, I'm thinking Tosh Sultana.
Yeah. Nice. Nice.
You know, I mean,
Nice.
he's
That's
right there, dude.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
It's amazing. I have to tell you, man, Green Mountain Smokeout was my you're giggling already. This was my kind of first experience seeing a reggae show of that caliber. Fully produced, incredibly high quality sound. Did not need the little twisted white cigarette that was in my hand at all. I don't think you do. I mean,
No.
there's so much magic that's coming off of that stage that it just empowers you. I mean, it takes you to a whole different level, man. It's
Yeah.
like I was not on the planet. It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, even when the show was over, I was just sitting in that chair for the longest time, which may or may not have had something to do with,
The dinner.
I wasn't smoking anything. What I was doing is the cigarette was smoking.
Mm-hmm.
I was just puffing on it to keep it lit. I wasn't smoking. But, just to sit there and I could still hear the music.
Mm-hmm.
And I bought the 2 Sundub CDs, which literally have lived in my car since that day. Mm-hmm. They have never come out of my car. They're in my glove box, and they're in there all the time. But you could still hear the music. It's still like in your, I don't know what, your soul, I guess. Mm-hmm. You could still feel it. It's remarkable. It's a transformation of sorts. Mm-hmm. And that night was kind of a pivotal moment for me in my life, which I don't think I've shared with you guys. Going through some dark stuff on the sidelines, behind the scenes, and that night shifted things for me in some way, and that music was provided an escape for me where I just had it on replay in the car for months, literally.
It's the medicine, man.
It is.
Yeah.
And it's often better than any other medicine out there. I mean, it was just a really profound night for me. I didn't even get a chance to share that with you guys at the end of the night.
That right there is why I got into the business. Mm-hmm. Right there. To hear that and to see that. The first time I realized that I was doing merch for a band that I started working with, and being behind the scenes and watching this just drunken mess of college kids and then as soon as the music come on, everything was together, and like you think about everybody going through times and stuff like that, and they usually have their song, their music, their artist that they go to like, and that's that's it's what's going to save the world.
Absolutely.
Go see One Love if you haven't yet.
What a movie. I have. Obviously, it was amazing. It was amazing. I saw it when the night it landed.
Same.
But that night of the Green Mountain Smokeout, truthfully, side note here, I almost didn't end up going because of some shit. But I ended up packing the chair. I got in the car, and I went, and I was just in a different place. I get out of the car and I walk in, and this one right here, your partner, greeted me with a hug and open arms, and just, come on, we're gonna bring you into this experience. Welcome, and I'll never forget that, Bessie.
Thank you for saying that.
She brought me right up, and I saw Giant Panda.
The acoustic thing?
The acoustic set that they did before, and that was kind of the beginning. That kind of primed me for the rest of the night, which ended way too early. I mean, it could have gone on all night long. Mm-hmm. So when is the next, before I wrap with you guys here, when is the next Green Mountain Smokeout?
It'll be August. Working on that right now. Hopefully we'll know in the next couple of weeks which day which week. It's either going to be the first weekend or third weekend of August.
Okay.
It's a matter of making sure the artists are available and it all lining up. So we'll stay tuned.
Can you tease us at all with who that may or may not?
I can't actually, because I'm not sure if the ones that we're looking at are going to be able to.
What about if I put you in a chokehold?
I could yell a bunch of bands that we want to have there.
But that's going to be, so August.
August, yep.
It will happen.
It will happen.
Yeah.
It will happen.
Yes, it will
and
happen.
maybe your listeners could throw out some bands that they would like to see.
Okay.
How do you like
Who
that?
do you want to see come to the Green Mountains? And just so you know, we're relocating this year to our farm.
Okay.
For the Green Mountain, it'll be in Corinth instead of Topsom.
Corinth.
Yeah. Little bit easier to get to, but not quite.
It's just as far out.
Yeah.
No, do you have to get like the town's approval and
No,
No,
it's
permits and
honestly, yeah.
noise ordinance and
the only place I've ran into, in Vermont, that I have to even think about that stuff is in Bradford.
Okay.
But Corinth doesn't. I mean, we're so far out. I mean, the 3 neighbors that we have, they're family and then a friend. So like nobody can hear it.
They'll be there.
They'll be there, yeah,
They'll
for
be
sure.
there,
And
yes.
the same thing with the other place where we're at in Topsom. Like almost everybody that was within earshot was invited. You know, we went out day before or whatever and like gave them tickets and said, if you come if you want to come.
Sure. Smart.
So, yeah.
And how could you not love that music?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just so happy and inviting.
Mm-hmm.
It's just unbelievable. Listen, man, I whenever you guys create a graphic for the Green Mountain Smokeout, please give it to me.
Yes.
Like right away, because I'm going to blast the shit out of it.
My
here on air.
tentative plan is to announce on 420.
Really?
Yeah. I'm hoping to have it done by then. It just makes sense, to
If you remember.
Yeah.
You guys are really becoming something massive here it's not just Vermont. I mean, I think you're getting the attention of our surrounding states. Certainly New York and New Hampshire. You guys are doing some big things. I mean, it's really impressive. And I can't wait to experience Mighty Mystic myself.
Yeah. It's great. It's just the energy and it's good.
And
can't wait to be watching you sing Cali Green at the front of the stage, ride the bar.
I'm telling you right now, it can happen.
It will happen. It will happen.
No, you wouldn't want it to happen.
Oh no, I'll
He'll
be
be
right up there with you.
He'll be sitting in his lounge chair in the back.
we not moving.
Not moving.
Like
Exactly.
a statue.
Holding the Cali Green in your hand.
Letting the vibration bring you higher.
Yes. Sitting motionless with a big ass smile on my face. We encourage folks to check out rootedertainment.com. We encourage folks to check out the Listening Room, which is your endeavor in Bradford, where a lot of this music is kind of being introduced to Vermont. And quite frankly, I don't give a damn where you are. Burlington, New York, Southern Vermont, Canada. Be familiar with this. Get connected to this. Come to Bradford. Experience the Listening Room. Experience what you guys are doing. Come to these shows. We're going to be promoting the 19th at the Listening Room, which is kind of the Upper Valley 420
pre-show,
pre-party.
Yeah.
And then in Mooresville on the 20th at the Lost Nation Brewery, and everything else that you guys have going on. Raylene loves to be, both of us love to be connected with you guys, not just because you're bringing great music that you're introducing to Vermont into our audience, but also because you're just two great kick-ass people, and we enjoy you very, very much.
Oh, thank you so much.
We look forward to our partnership, and we will, frankly, promote anything you guys got going on. And we appreciate you so much. Thanks for coming in, man.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, JD.
We're gonna see if we can shift gears right now. And
Vermont Chamber of Commerce.
There she is, right there. We've been waiting to chat with you. We know, Tanya, that you are incredibly busy. Thank you so much for hopping on with us this morning.
Absolutely. Happy to. Thanks for having me.
The first chamber mixer of 2024, and it's tomorrow.
Yes, at M&T Bank on North Main Street in Barrie.
They're sponsoring it. They're hosting it. It is from 5 until 6:30 with the 50-50 raffle benefiting the Veterans Place. Tell me about that.
Yes. Yeah. Well, we've got this 50-50 raffle that you don't have to be present to win. You can purchase your tickets online. We do have a separate registration for that, so you don't register for the mixer. You can just buy your 50-50 ticket, and then we'll let you know if you're the winner if you don't attend. But, of course, we want you to attend. So if you get onto centralvt.com, and you'll see the M&T Bank mixer right on the main page there, and that also has, when you're registering, an option to purchase 50-50 tickets. No charge for members to attend. There's a $10 charge for non-members to attend, and the 50-50 raffle tickets are just $10 each.
All right. And it's so simple to register, centralvt.com. It's going to take you 30 seconds, maybe even less. But M&T Bank, new member of the Chamber?
Yes and no. So they've been members for several years, back in the 1980s, but they were originally Chittenden Bank, and then they switched hands over to People's United Bank, and now they are M&T Bank. So the name is new, but the people aren't really new. The same people are still there that we've been working with for the last several years. So, but the facility is not updated, but it's different than it was as People's United Bank. So it'd be interesting to go in and see how they have it redesigned as M&T Bank, what new products and promotions that they're doing under the M&T Bank name. So it's a great opportunity for people to come find out what M&T Bank is doing now.
Yeah, and they're doing so much more than just a bank. I mean, they've benefited or helped other nonprofits benefit in so many ways. We're talking around, 3,500 or so nonprofit organizations through volunteering and grants and sponsorships. They do so much. And then Thursday, April 18th, you've got another mixer at the People's Health and Wellness Clinic.
Yes, yeah. They're a returning member, so they're technically new for this year, but they were members years ago, and now they're under new ownership. New executive director, I should say, not ownership because they're a nonprofit, but the new executive director saw that there was a need for chamber membership, and he joined on, and then we got the mixer scheduled for April 18th. They're on Church Street now in Barrie.
Yeah.
So you'll be seeing flyers coming for that relatively soon.
And then this coming Tuesday, the 8th annual St. Patty's Day breakfast, and this time we're going to honor Mark McCarthy of Lenny's Shoe and Apparel. That's going to be tremendous.
Yes, that's going to be great. It's going to be huge. We've got a great list of sponsors already. Attendance is going up, so there's going to be some good people there to network with, and definitely come and congratulate Mark in person. Get a picture taken with him. Listen to the speakers. We've got 4 speakers, including his daughter and his brother, and then a couple of friends of his coming to speak and do a little bit of light roasting, maybe a little dark roasting too. So it's all in good humor. It's all fun. The great breakfast provided by the Barrie Elks Lodge. So, definitely come down. Only $25 to come and have breakfast, network, talk to Mark, congratulate him on this honoring, and, just enjoy the time.
Get on centralvt.com for that and everything else. And, of course, you guys just had a huge casino night. What an event. What an event over there. Summertime events, anything you want to push?
Summertime, we just have a lot of mixers. We try to avoid the big events in the summer because people tend to be on vacation.
Right.
But we are looking on helping out with the antique car show at the Waterbury, in Waterbury, the Waterbury's Forest Fields. They have the antique car show, and we're talking about setting up a
August, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. And the chamber is looking to sponsor the beer tent for that. So keep your eyes open for information on that to come.
Love it. You guys are doing so much. Listen, anyone who's watching, listening right now, who has a business, doesn't matter if it's a huge business or a small business, if you're not a member of the Central Vermont Chamber of Commerce yet, you really ought to be. And you should hop on their website, centralvt.com, and find out what you're missing. You guys have like 70 new members in the past year. I mean, it's really amazing what you've done. And your social media presence, 30,000 views and interactions per month is what you guys are hovering right around. I mean, that's really impressive.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, we're trying.
Well, we thank you
there.
we thank you so much, Tanya and Kevin and the rest of the team over there for everything you do, for sponsoring the Aired Out podcast and giving us that channel where business and opportunity meet. You guys do so much, and we love each and every one of you.
Yes, we love you too, JD. Thank you so much for giving us the opportunity.
You got it. And Kevin's going to be on the air pretty soon. I think this coming Monday. So we'll get him on and we'll have some fun.
Perfect. Sounds good.
Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day, Tanya.
You too, JD. Take care.
All right. Listen, thanks again to Matt and Bessie from Rooted Entertainment. Thanks to Mighty Mystic. Thanks to Ben Teeters from Sundub. Thanks to Tanya Barnett for hopping on with us real quick right there. And thanks to Roger Hill for keeping us up to speed on what's going on with the weather, which is this time of year can change without any notice. So we're watching things very carefully. Raylene has got a great grasp of the page. She is dialed in so tight to what's going on, not just with weather, but also with news. And there's just a whole ton of stuff on the page. So thank you, Raylene. And we'll catch you again soon. Be well, guys. God bless. Over and out for now.